Chapter 4, Quadratic Equations. Let us see what is quadratic equation. We learnt in polynomial different types of polynomial based on the number of terms in the polynomial and based on the degree of the polynomial. We learnt if there is only one term, it is called monomial, and if there are two terms in that like ax plus b, then the polynomial is called binomial. If it is three terms, we will know it is trinomial, etc. Based on degrees also, we define the polynomials. If the degree is 1, ax power 1, then it is called linear polynomial. We can write even this one as ax plus b. If the degree is 2, we will call it as ax square, that is the general form is ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0. Even here also a is not equal to 0. So, ax square plus bx plus c polynomial p of x is equal to. Then since the degree is 2, we call this one as quadratic polynomial. If degree is 3, cubic polynomial. If degree 4, biquadratic polynomial. So, different types of polynomials we learned in the second chapter. Now, what is quadratic equation we will see. Now, we call the second degree polynomial as quadratic polynomial. The same one ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. For a is not equal to 0, we call this equation as quadratic equation. So, the general form of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0. Now, let us discuss one small concept like what we learned in the polynomial, zeros of the quadratic polynomial. So, what do you mean by zeros of the quadratic polynomial and how many zeros it will have? It will have maximum of 2 zeros. See, suppose p of x is ax square plus bx plus c. Then what do you mean by zeros of the quadratic polynomial? It is nothing but the value of x for which the polynomial is becoming 0. So, by substituting some value of x, the polynomial will become 0. So, the same thing only, this is now quadratic equation. We can find the x values even here. So, that x value will satisfy this equation, and here we will have maximum of 2x values here. So, in quadratic equation, the solution what we are getting, the x values are called roots of the quadratic equation. Roots of the quadratic equation. So, basically the zeros of the quadratic polynomial is same as roots of the quadratic equation. So, in this chapter we are going to learn about how to solve the quadratic equation by 3 methods. Method 1, factorization method. This is nothing but splitting of middle terms, from 8th class onwards you are doing. And second one, completing square method. And third one, formula method. So, in this chapter we are going to learn how to solve quadratic equation or how to find the roots of the quadratic equation by factorization method, by completing square method or by formula method, and also how to find the nature of the roots without finding the roots. And again finally we will learn how to solve the application problems using quadratic equations. Exercise 4.1, first problem, check whether the following are quadratic equations or not. So, what is the general form of quadratic equation? It should be in the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and also a should not be 0. So, if a is 0, obviously x square term will go off. So, now let us check whether the given equations are quadratic or not. So, considering the first problem x plus 1 whole square, let us expand x plus 1 whole square, x square plus 2x plus 1 is equals to 2x minus 3. So, on arranging both the sides we can cancel 2x. So, the equation is nothing but x square minus plus 4 is equal to 0. The degree of this equation is 2. B can be 0 for us, no problem. So, x square plus 4 is equal to 0. Therefore, the given equation is a quadratic equation. Second problem, x square minus 2x is equal to minus 2 into 3 minus 6 plus 2x. So, this equation will be x square. So, minus 2x again minus 2x minus 4x plus 6 is equal to 0. So, it is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c, where a is equal to 1, b is minus 4 and c is equal to constant term 6. So, it is also a quadratic equation. Third one, let us multiply the left hand side, which is nothing but x into x, x square plus x minus 2x, which is minus x, and the constant term is minus 2. Here x square plus 3x minus x, which is 2x. X square plus 2x, 3 ones are minus 3. So, now both the sides x square term will get cancelled. So, there is no x square term in this equation. Therefore, this is not a quadratic equation. Problem number 4. We will have x into 2x, 2x square, x into 1, x, minus 3 into 2, minus 6x plus x minus 5x, and left hand side minus 3 into 1 minus 3, right hand side x square plus 5x. So, we can simplify 2x square minus x square is x square, and minus 5x minus 10x minus 3 is equal to 0, which is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So, which sum we have done? Fourth one we have done. Now, coming to problem number 5. So, multiplying the left hand side, we will have 2x square first term, second term minus 6x minus x minus 7x, and minus 1 into minus 3 plus 3 is equal to x square. We will have minus x plus 5x, which is 4x minus 5. So, this one on simplification, 2x square minus x square will have x square, and minus 7x minus 4x minus 11x, 3 plus 5, 8. So, again it is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is 1, b is minus 11 and c is 8. So, fifth problem is forming a quadratic equation, and fourth problem is also a quadratic equation. Coming to problem number 6. X square plus 3x plus 1 is our left hand side, and right hand side a minus b whole square formula, which is nothing but x square minus 4x plus 4, both left hand side, right hand side, x square term will get cancelled. Therefore, this is not a quadratic equation. Seventh one, for left hand side we will have x cube, a plus b whole cube formula, a cube plus 3a square b, 3x square into 2, 6x square, plus 3ab square, 3a into 4, 12x, plus b cube, 8 is equal to 2x into x square, 2x cube, 2x into minus 1 minus 2x. So, again on simplification, when we bring this 2x cube, this side will have x cube minus 2x cube, which is minus x cube. So, the degree of this equation is 3. Therefore, this is not the quadratic equation. Coming to 8th problem, left hand side is x cube minus 4x square minus x plus 1. What about right hand side? You should do a minus b whole cube formula. So, a cube x cube minus 3a square b minus 3 into a square x square into b 2 minus 6x square plus 3ab square, 3 into a is x, b square is 4, 12x minus b cube minus 8. So, x cube term will get cancelled here. So, here minus 4x square, this minus 6x square will come here as plus, so 2x square minus x minus 12x, which is minus 13x, and the constant term 1 plus 8, which is 9 is equal to 0. So, it is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is 2, b is minus 13 and c is 9. Therefore, this is a quadratic equation. Second problem, represent the following situations in the form of quadratic equations. Now, in that first bit, The area of a rectangular plot is 528 meters square. The length of the plot, which is in meters, is 1 more than twice its breadth. We need to find the length and breadth of the plot. So, in what form you can frame the quadratic equation here? Yes, first we consider the length as length is 1 more than twice its breadth. So, we will consider breadth as x meters. So, according to the given condition, what can be the length? The length is 1 more than twice its breadth. So, 1 more than twice its breadth. Breadth is x. Fine. So, length is 1 plus 2x meters. Now, what is the area of rectangle? Area of the rectangle is length into breadth. So, area is equals to length is 1 plus 2x and breadth x. So, now the area is given as 528. So, 528 is equal to 1 into x, x, 2x into x, 2x square. So, writing in the general form of quadratic equation, this is 2x square plus x minus 528 is equal to 0. So, this is the quadratic equation which represents the given situation. Second one, the product of two consecutive integers is 306. We need to find the integers. So, you have to represent the situation in the form of quadratic equations. So, the product of two consecutive integers. So, what do you mean by consecutive integers? Next term. So, suppose if x is the first term, then next integer is x plus 1. So, let the two consecutive integers as, see for example, 3 and 4 are called two consecutive positive integers, 101 and 102 are called consecutive integers, minus 2, minus 3 are called consecutive integers. In the same way, we will consider the two consecutive integers as x and x plus 1. Now, what is the condition? The product of two consecutive integers. So, their product x of x plus 1 is given as 306. So, we can multiply this x square plus x and bring 306 to this side. Bring 306 to this side, we will get the quadratic equation as x square plus x minus 306 is equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation which represents the given situation. Third one, Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. So, we will consider Rohan's age as x. So, let Rohan's age as x. So, what will be Rohan's mother's age? So, Rohan's mother's age will be, how many years she is older than her son? 26 years. So, x plus 26. So, for the first sentence, we considered Rohan's age as x and Rohan's mother's age as x plus 26. Now, second sentence, the product of their ages in years, that is 3 years from now will be. So, we have to find out from Rohan's age after 3 years how much and Rohan's mother's age after 3 years. Because here given the product, their product is after 3 years only, it is given as 360. So, after 3 years, Rohan will be x plus 3 and Rohan's mother will be x plus 26 plus 3. So, which is x plus 29. Now, let me complete second sentence. The product of their ages, whose ages? Rohan's and Rohan's mother's age, 3 years from now. So, present ages we assumed x and x plus 26. After 3 years, Rohan will be x plus 3 and mother will be x plus 26 plus 3, x plus 29. So, their product is x plus 3 into x plus 29 is equal to, it is given as 360. So, let us multiply these two expressions, x square plus 29x plus 3x, which is 32x, plus 29 3s are 87 is equal to 360. Now it is x square plus 32x, 360 minus 87, which is minus 273 is equal to 0. Now this is in the form of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c. So this quadratic equation will help us to find their ages. Fourth bit, a train travels a distance of 480 kilometers. So distance is given 480 kilometers at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 8 kilometers per hour less, then it would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. We need to find the speed of the train. So we consider distance as 480 kilometers, distance is given 480 kilometers. Now consider the speed of the train as x kilometer per hour, original speed. Okay. Now what is the relation between distance, speed and time? So you know the formula, time is equals to, I am going to use this formula, distance by speed. So using this one, let us see the original time. So the original time to reach the destination is distance by speed. So time is equals to 480 divided by x. This is our original time. But what happened? The speed had been 8 km per hour less. So speed decreased by 8 km per hour. So now the speed is, this is original speed. Now new speed is x minus 8 km per hour. So what happened, the time it is given, it would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. Now the distance is same only. So for the now new time will be for you, distance is same 480 kilometer. So 480 divided by x minus 8, fine. Now what is given? It would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. So this new time 480 by x minus 8 is equals to original time 480 divided by x plus 3. So now after decreasing the speed, it is taking, the time taken is 480 by x minus 8. That time is 3 hours more than the original time. Therefore, your equation is 480 divided by x minus 8 is equal to 480 by x plus 3. Now, let us try to simplify this to give in the form of quadratic equation. So, we can write this one as 480 by x minus 8 minus 480 divided by x is minus 3 is equal to 0. We can take, okay, let us do simplification. I think before doing simplification, we can take 480 common outside and we can cancel 3, we will see. So, if you take 480 common outside, we will get 1 by x minus 8 minus 1 by x is equal to 3, that is 1 by x, this part we can take LCM, x minus x plus 8 divided by x square minus 8x is equal to 3 divided by 480, which is nothing but 1 divided by 160. Now we do the cross multiplication. Before that x gets cancelled. So we are getting 8 into 160. 8 into 160 is equals to x square minus 8x. Now let me write this equation in the standard form of quadratic equation, that is x square minus 8x. Let me take this term to that side. So 8 into 160, how much? 6 are 48, 4, 128. 1280 is equal to 0. So this is the situation which will help us to find the speed of the train.